Hello, welcome to the official podcast, episode 444, I believe. And because of that number, it's a milestone episode. We needed to do something revolutionary and interesting. So we got rid of Andrew for this week. He's not here this week. This is our milestone celebration for episode 444. No Andrew. Welcome to the official podcast. At the top, I wanted to briefly and very quickly mention that Criminally Stupid, because I know a lot of people in the audience, especially on YouTube, have been asking, where is Criminally Stupid? Well, we've got a new YouTube channel for Criminally Stupid. Links below. You can go check it out. There's like 10 new episodes up there that you can listen to that you probably, if you are only on YouTube, you've probably never heard them before. So go subscribe over there. It'll be posted there. If you want an answer as to why that's the case, it's because it was too much of a risk putting it on the same channel as all of our other stuff due to YouTube running defense. It's going to be banned by the time this is uploaded too, which is frustrating. Yeah. YouTube doesn't like the content, but you know, we wanted to try again in a place that's potentially safer. So go over there, check it out. If you like Criminally Stupid, it's still the same show. It's also on official.men and patreon.com/theofficialpodcast. You get 6 weeks early access. So if you're a member, you've already got it, you know, super early. But yeah, just I wanted to get that out of the way first because everyone's asking where Criminally Stupid is. You know, fans of Criminally Stupid are asking where it is. That's your answer. Links below. Go check it out. Kyle, what are we doing this week?
Fuck you. So yesterday, or the day before, Jackson messages me. And he's like, hey, you should check out Jurassic Park, Fallen Kingdom, or Fallen World, whatever the fuck it's called. And I'm like, oh, did you want to watch it together? And he goes, no. Which is, you know, kind of offensive and sad to me, because So I decided, okay, we're going to stream this on the server. In my server, we had a whole movie watch party. It is so bad. And why did I have to watch it?
Because we wanted to tear it apart in this episode. I thought it would be really funny to say, you know, let's both watch it and talk about it on the podcast, make you watch it and then me not watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I got that. Yeah. I'm not even surprised. I was sitting there, dick in hand, just watching this fucking turd, knowing, like Jackson must have seen this one 8 times.
No, I saw it once.
I think I saw it once too, when I was like, when it came out, years and years and years ago, half paying attention. But I put it on to actually pay attention, and like I said in my server, we did a movie watch night. Okay, I paid attention. What the fuck? This movie was... I did watch it last night, just to clarify. I did watch it again last night, so I wanted to come in and pretend like I hadn't watched it to make you angry, but I did watch it last night to reacclimate myself to it. Okay, good. But now I'm a little less angry. So, Fallen Kingdom is apparently the sequel one. So, for those who don't know, Jurassic Park, the first one is kind of good because they have animatronics. It's a cool movie. Second one comes out, nobody cares. Third one comes out, nobody cares. For 30 years, they don't make another one, right? And then Chris Pratt, all of a sudden, gets the movie roles for like $100 million a pop.
Yeah.
Where... So Fallen Kingdom is the second one of the reboots. I don't know what the first one is called.
It's not really a reboot, actually. It's still a continuation of the Jurassic Park movies. It's just like a sequel set much in the future or whatever, like modern day Jurassic Park.
And it's
so you got the first three. You got the first 3 movies, the Jurassic Park 1, which is the best one still, obviously. Still a classic. Then you got Jurassic Park, The Lost World, which sucked. And then you got Jurassic Park 3, which I think is underrated. And then there was like a 20-year gap between that and Jurassic World where they revived it, more or less. Jurassic World, I think, was decent. It was fine. It was like a reboot. It was like a rekindling of the series. And it basically... It was fine. Like I don't hate Jurassic World. I think it did a fairly good job. But then Jurassic World, they followed it up with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which is this one. And
it was so shocking to me because I don't really watch movies, right? Like I don't go to the movies once in a I can take my wife to the movies maybe 3 times a year if I'm lucky, because there will be an actual movie that I want to see, like a new John Wick or the newest Statham slop. But I don't watch most movies. So sitting down and seeing how bad the CGI looks, which is I don't get it at all. Like how it's that bad when nowadays you could probably just run Unreal Engine and make it look way better than how that movie looks. And then we looked up the budget, and it cost $450 something million to produce this piece of shit, where every dino is the fakest piece of shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all CGI, so it looks very fake. But I don't think the CGI was that bad. Like, what?
No,
can we look
really
at some
bad.
pictures? Is this like compared to what? Like, what's good CGI?
The original,
then?
Okay, because the original.
No, that's not CGI though. That's my point. Like physical effects.
Yes, but that's what I mean. Like in the one where I don't know when the original one came out, in 1998 or something.
No, earlier.
You had the technology, is the point, right? Like, you can make a fucking dino just wave its head. And the saddest thing is that they tried to recapture the vibe of the first movie so many times, where, like, a raptor is just roaring and there's a banner falling and stuff, but it just doesn't work because the CGI is so
it all looks so
bad.
It looks plasticky, 100%. Like, obviously, if this was all physical effects and stuff, it would look a lot better. But at the same time, I don't think the CGI itself, compared to other CGI, is like that bad. I think it's just the over-reliance on CGI makes it look stupid.
I don't know what your standard is for bad then, like Spy Kids? Like, it kind of looked like Spy Kids, low-key.
I think the only bad CGI to me was the fucking Velociraptor as a baby, because they made it look like really cute and cuddly.
Oh yeah, that's it. By the way, I thought when we were joking about the wholesome Chungosaurus in the last episode, I thought that was a new development. I didn't realize that, like, oh no, wait, half the dinos are Chungosauruses. Chris Pratt, during one scene, he's in prison. He's imprisoned by Alex Soros in a dungeon, and he has one of the wholesome Chungosauruses with a thick skull break him out by ramming the wall. And it's, again, trash CGI. Let's see, what else did I notice? Besides oh my god, fuck me. So I was watching this thing, and I was telling Jackson, this is so bad, dude. Why am I watching this? And Jackson goes, oh, don't worry, it gets way worse in the second half. And the chat was telling me, don't worry, Kaya, it gets way worse in the second half. And I was thinking, how could that be possible? It's already so bad. It's already so pointless and stupid. The whole joke, the whole plot of this movie is that they go to the original island from the first movie where all the dinos are now loose.
Yeah.
And they want to collect the dinos to sell them as war weapons.
Yeah. That's the entire villain of the movie. That's his entire agenda. By the way, this is the first movie in the Jurassic Park universe where there is an actual villain. Like, usually it's like we go to the island, or, you know, something dramatic happens on the island. I guess you could count Nedry as a villain in the first movie, but like, this is the first Jurassic Park movie with, like, the villain creates the events, basically. Like, the entire movie revolves around this ultra rich, wealthy dude basically taking over an estate and, you know, selling like dinosaurs as in an auction, in an underground auction.
Yeah, he's like an illegal arms dealer, and he trots out one of the, like, Velociraptor T-Rex mixed dinos. Like the fake dino,
the new
with
hybrid.
a laser pointer, and he says, hey, we can train this thing to attack on the side of a laser. It's like, why? Why would you want that instead of just like a regular tank or a fighter jet? Why would you want a fucking dino?
Think about this specific argument itself. They use the example in the auction, like, he points the gun at a person that's trying to buy dinosaurs. He points the gun directly at them, points a laser on him, and presses the button, and the Indoraptor in the cage goes insane and tries to get out to kill the guy. So he presses that button. Like, all right, so let's deconstruct that. You need a rifle to point at someone with a laser. Why not just shoot them? You've got the gun.
And in the movie, they actually do shoot one of the dinos, like Blue or whatever the fuck. Chris Pratt has like a wholesome Chungosaurus pet, basically, like a Velociraptor that really likes him for no fucking reason, because he raised it, I guess. And the thing gets shot by like a 9mm, and for the rest of the movie, it's kind of just taken out. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, why would you pay $10 million for that fucking thing?
Yeah, you shoot
that needs
it once
to be fed and trained instead of just having an actual tank.
To be fair, when Chris Pratt does go up against the Indoraptor towards the end, he barges into the scene with a gun, shoots the Indoraptor 3 times, and it looks hurt, but then the bullets like bounce off it and it gets back up, basically unharmed. It's like,
right, but yeah.
okay. And then he throws the gun down and decides to just go fisticuffs, I guess. Like he says, no more gun. He just throws it on the ground. And I was like, what? Surely you still just shoot it a bunch more just to see what happens.
Right, and it's all taking place on a CG castle, by the way. Even the mansion that they, like...
Oh my God.
It always surprises me where they use CGI, where... Like, wouldn't it have been just cheaper and easier to hire or to rent an actual castle? Like, why is this fake?
Yeah, and it would have looked way less stupid as well.
It would have looked way less stupid, but also, like, why? This is such pointless use of computer-generated imagery. I was thinking the same thing when I was watching the Fury Road sequel, Furiosa, where you could tell that, like, a guy gets shot off a bike and he rolls down a sand dune, and you can tell, like, oh, that's a fake ragdoll. That's like CGI. And you go, why? Like, you couldn't find a stuntman to just jump off a bike and roll? Like, why even pay for this?
All these big budget movies now look exactly the same. Like, the visual identity is usually the exact same because they're all set on just giant canvases of green screens. Like, there's no actual physical elements to the sets. It's all just CGI imposed over green screens. And it looks awful.
Not even good CGI.
It also impacts the performances of the actors and stuff, because how the fuck do you act in a scene where, like, you're trying to talk to a chungosaurus or whatever, like you said, and it's just a tennis ball on a stick.
Yeah,
like,
it's a tennis ball on a stick, or a guy in like a green gimp suit.
Yeah.
Talking to you with no mouth hole. It's like, how wasn't it?
How do you method act in that situation?
When they were recording the Hobbit movie and he cried.
Oh, yeah, Gandalf, Ian McKellen.
Yeah. And it was like, this is fucking sad. Like, I don't even get to talk to a human being. I have to act while talking at this fucking tennis ball. This is awkward as shit.
It must feel the exact same way like the actors feel when they're auditioning for a role, you know, when they're just like in a blank room, staring directly at the camera, reading their lines, basically. Like, what's the difference between that realistically now and just recording on a set?
None. And Chris Pratt, by the way, not to hate on him too much, but he's not a fun actor. He doesn't really have that charisma. He just has that same fucking Marvel vibe of...
Well, he did as much as he can in the role. The issue is that character is just so stale and there's nothing to him. There's no element to the Owen Brady. I don't even remember his name. Owen character. It's like a blank slate. There's nothing interesting about it. There was he had an arc in the first movie, Jurassic World, slightly, but then there was a bunch of backlash from people saying like, you know, you can't have strong men in movies anymore or whatever. The woman in there did nothing. So then they pivoted and made the Claire woman, like the main character in the second one, who basically just lectures Owen at every turn, which is funny.
Yeah, and it's just there as a bumbling buffoon with her gay bestie, the tech nerd guy, and the they have like an obnoxious Asian woman for no reason who just plays absolutely no part in anything. She's only there to be obnoxious and mouthy. And then the little girl, there's a little girl character, the daughter of the villain, who you watch it and you think, why is this character that even in the movie? What's the point? Other than they're trying to ape the first movie with the children. And then you find out she's a clone. But you never find out of who, for what, why is she in the movie?
You do in the following. I mean, they make it pretty clear in this movie that she's a clone of the old rich dude's daughter.
I forgot about the old rich guy. He gets day of the pillowed. He's a boomer, and they put a fucking pillow over his face, and he dies.
That's so many stupid things. All right, wait. Let's break this down. We're going all over the place. Okay, so the movie itself is split into two halves, right? You've got the first half, and it's basically like split directly down the middle. There's the first half of the movie, which is it's basically a remake of the second movie, basically. Like, you're going to the island, a bunch of military guys are going to the island to get a bunch of dinosaurs off the island. For some reason, in this situation, it's because the island is built on a giant active volcano, so it's erupting. I don't know why they built the Jurassic World Park on, the cusp of a giant active volcano, but they did.
Also, there's a private military guy they hired, the cartoonishly evil, villainous military man who, for no reason, pulls out Dino's teeth. Yeah, because he's a big game hunter. As the CGI doll is like weeping and crying in agony, he pulls out the fucking Dino's teeth for no reason. And I was like, by the way, that guy is Leland Stottlemyre from Monk. That guy. plays a role in this for whatever reason. Also playing the serial killer in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Buffalo Bill, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Buffalo Bill. He's the guy that goes, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard."
They're in the same universe, actually. That was before he became a big game hunter.
Anyway,
that's also a remake element of the second movie, because in the second movie there's also a big game hunter guy who's just like cartoonishly kind of, aggressive towards the dinosaurs in that movie. So it's a continuation again of that. Regardless, the first half of the movie, they're on the island. They go to the island to rescue these dinosaurs because of the volcanic eruption. The first half is just boring, like really fucking. There's nothing to it. It's really lame.
Well,
stupid.
Things happen, but for no reason. Like, was there a volcano exploding, and why did you decide to go there now, of all times, as the volcano is exploding? And Chris Pratt's his ginger girlfriend, and the little, I think the kid isn't there actually, but the mouthy Asian. You think, like, why are they even on this island? They're not helping the military guys. The military guys could have handled this all on their own. They caught all of the dinos. They did a good job. The job is done. They explain it. The idea is that they want the military guys are working for the rich the rich family, the rich people. They're working for them to get Blue, the Velociraptor, because they need the DNA from Blue to implement it into the Indoraptor to make it more compliant to commands, basically. Dumb.
That's what they explain.
Why not use like a golden retriever DNA then? Like, what? Why? Why does it have to be a Velociraptor?
Because the Indoraptor needs to see Blue as a mum, I think. That's why they need to take Blue off the island.
What?
They need to say Blue. They need to see Blue directly as a mum. I don't know why. Regardless, that's the reason. And the only way that they can get information on where Blue is on the island is through Claire Deering, because she was the park director at Jurassic World. They need her handprint to track the dinosaurs or Blue directly. So that's why they need to.
So over the last 50 years, they didn't just have blood samples of all the dinos or something in a lab, like in a fridge?
Well, yeah, they do. That's why I don't understand. Like, they clearly are able to still create the dinosaurs. I don't understand why they need to go back to the well. It's not, again, like the guy, Henry Wu, the original creator of the dinosaurs, the original, geneticist, he's working for the bad guys. He's the Asian man that's there, BD Wong. He's there. So he has all the information about how to do this stuff. Does he not have the information on how to clone them again? Like, what? Why would they need the dinosaurs? Okay, wait, no. They're getting the dinosaurs off the island, the other dinosaurs other than Blue. They're getting them off the island. They say it's to save them, like the rich dude. That's how they get Claire and Owen on the island in the first place. They say it's to save the dinosaurs, but in actuality, it's because they're auctioning off the dinosaurs to fund their whole operation, which is the Indoraptor.
I forgot about that part too. Yeah, like Chris Pratt and his girlfriend are part of the like Dinosaur Lives Matter activist group, and they're as obnoxious as you would expect, where they're like, oh, a rich man is gonna pay us to go to this island and save all the pitbull T-Rex dinos that are just literally no point in their existence except to shred shit and wreck stuff. Yeah, let's save them. And then they get duped, of course, and almost die while the lava is raining down from the volcano that just happened to explode as they're there. And the Asian guy, in the meantime, from the first movie, he's like making bespoke dinosaurs for rich fucks now. It's just cartoonishly evil.
Yeah, again, the auction, so they bring all the dinosaurs back, and in the auction, they're like selling off the dinosaurs. They're selling off these dinosaurs to like, stereotypically evil dudes like Russians and Saudi Arabian princes and stuff for their military capabilities or whatever, and the main villain is like, he uses the argument like, we've always used animals in warfare, like medieval knights would ride on horses and things like that, and we would use plague rats or whatever.
So dumb.
It's like yeah, back then when we didn't have fucking guns and tanks and shit, that's completely different now. What's gonna win, a T-Rex or a tank?
Like, it would have made so much more, like, when rich Russian oligarchs and Saudi Arabian princes own like panthers and bears and shit, like it'll be a bear, but in somebody's living room.
Yeah, if it was for that.
Yeah, it would have made so much more sense if this movie was just about some rich fucks selling exotic dinosaurs to other rich fucks to own for fun in like a zoo or something. Like, why
do they have to make the angle like they actually
that it's
have
a military weapon?
Yeah, what? Like
a fucking regular handgun can take this thing out. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, are Are you claiming that militaries out there currently use like lions in their military? Like we don't do that now. There's dangerous things that can kill people right now, animals, and we don't use them for this. Like what?
You have to train it. You have to like feed it and everything and wash it from time to time. Why?
It's the most stupid argument. And they're only like the auctions are only for single dinosaurs as well. Like they're only buying like one Tyrannosaurus Rex. So your military is composed of like tanks, jets, and one T-Rex, one special T-Rex that goes out on solo operations, I guess, that can't be controlled. Like the core idea behind the whole auction is just so stupid. And the whole idea of like engineering these dinosaurs for warfare is also stupid. It's like for children. It's such a like child like you said, if you made the entire argument around, and they did in the original Jurassic World movie, like they're creating these dinosaurs for entertainment, like as theme park attractions. Like 100%, I get that angle. That would work. Why the fuck did you pivot to military?
Yeah, because I would understand if like a rich Saudi prince just wants to own a velociraptor. I get that. Well, I would want to own a velociraptor,
actually,
but not like a bodyguard.
In the original Jurassic World movie, actually, the original Jurassic World, not the original movie, Jurassic Park, the world, the new one, they do weave that in towards the back end of the movie. Like there's a military dude. That's why they're training the raptors in the first place. Like that's why Grady, whatever the fuck his name, Owen's character exists because he's a velociraptor trainer. They're training them for military like purposes or whatever because the velociraptors are smart and they can work together as a team or whatever. And so, yeah, it was already in that movie. And I already thought that was stupid back then. Like, what the fuck is a velociraptor? A pack of velociraptors going to do that a tank, a jet, or even just like a well-trained Navy SEAL team can't do?
Yes, seriously. I was just thinking, like, are you going to send your fucking velociraptors to take out Osama bin Laden? No.
Yeah, what? It's so stupid. Like, even in that movie, they all get... So the velociraptors start attacking at the end the regular people, like the military dudes, in a forest, and the military dudes win. They like blow the velociraptors up with like rocket launchers. So they fail even then. Like what? I don't understand why they turned the entire concept of Jurassic World into the idea of dinosaurs being used for military purposes. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't like track. Like the entire premise. The entire premise of Jurassic World or Jurassic Park should be about like the hubris of man, like doing this incredible technological innovation for entertainment purposes, trying to control it and then failing to control it. Turning that into like a vanilla milquetoast military, military complex bad story just does not work in this at all.
Well, this is I forget what movie we were talking about, but I am almost tempted to say that there should be a law against reviving old franchises.
Yeah.
Just to soullessly suck whatever money you can get out of them. These movies make so much money too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, they do.
It's not like they're failures or anything. So Fallen Kingdom cost $500 million, but it also made $1.3 billion, I think.
Yep.
Insane amounts of money. Like people love this shit.
That doesn't factor in merch and stuff. Yeah, it's very successful. Still. That's why there's a new one coming out with Scarlett Johansson as well. Like, it's still going on.
Oh, my God. And Chris Pratt, I would assume.
No, I don't think Chris Pratt's in this one. I think this is another reboot, kind of, this new one. But yeah, so it's split into two halves. No, I don't think they fired him. I think they just moved on.
Huh. That is surprising.
Yeah, split into two halves. So the first half is, like, pretty boring. Like I said, it's pretty... just like eye-rollingly bad, nothing really, wild or wacky. But then it turns into the most insane, weird movie I think I've ever seen in the Jurassic Park universe, definitely. The second half of the movie turns into this weird, I don't know, what would you call it? Like a corny horror movie almost? Like they try a horror movie angle?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. The, whatever you called it, the T-Rex the bastard dino that they created in a vat.
Indoraptor.
It's like Freddy Krueger. At some point, it's actually stalking around on the roof of the mansion, the fake CGI mansion, and the fake CGI dino is stalking on top of it. And he rappels down to a windowsill with the little girl, the clone girl. It sounds so fucking stupid. The clone girl is hiding in bed. Not even under the bed.
No.
In bed. She's hiding under the covers. She's screaming and crying.
This is after that she's already seen the Indoraptor. They've already had like an action scene where she like escaped from it. Like she knows it. So she was attacked by it with Owen and Claire, and then she runs away and goes and hides in her bed. Like it's some,
she
like,
hides in her bed.
Nightmare
and then
monster.
You get the goofy ass scene where the Indoraptor is slowly creeping onto her with its claws, like some sort of a To Catch a Predator creep, about to murder her slowly, very, very deliberately.
I don't think they knew what they wanted it to be, because most of it at the time, up until this point, the Indoraptor had been like indiscriminately like rampaging through the mansion, running into everything, breaking everything, and then now it turns into like a slow, methodical, intelligent creature.
Yeah,
that's
what the fuck?
Only meant to terrorize?
Is it a wild animal that just shreds everything you point your laser pointer at, or is it Hannibal Lecter? They couldn't decide. So it's so then he does that thing where he's like slowly creeping onto her like Hannibal, and I forget how the scene ends. Actually, I think the Velociraptor comes in to save the day, doesn't it?
Owen saves the day first. This is where he barges into the bedroom with a gun and shoots it 3 times, and it shrugs off the bullets. And then the Velociraptor like jumps on its back or whatever to save Owen.
Yeah, and they have a showdown, a bad CGI showdown where it looks like PlayStation 3 graphics.
Yeah,
and
by the way, the Velociraptor wins. So immediately your new creation that was meant to serve as a 4-star general in the military is beaten by a regular Velociraptor. So again, the messaging of your story. Don't know what to.
And they try to recreate the. Like I said, they try to recreate the moments from the original Jurassic Park where the banner is flying down and falling.
Oh, constantly. In the first half, I can't stand watching the first half because it feels like they're just burning down my childhood. Like my favorite dinosaur from the first movie, Jurassic Park. Like they literally are. Like the island is on fire. Like they're burning it down. They're like, fuck you. And it's such a lazy way of like evoking emotion as well. Like they literally take everything from the first movie. Like my favorite dinosaur from Jurassic Park is the Brachiosaurus. Like the first scene where you see the Brachiosaurus, that's the tall, long-necked one, Kaya, from the first movie. It's the first dinosaur you see.
Aren't those
other than the Velociraptor? Yeah, it's a herbivore.
They were selling those too, by the way. In the movie, they're selling those as well. Yeah, they were. No, they weren't selling. Remember?
No, that was an Apatosaurus. There's a difference, but they're different dinosaurs.
Pandasaurus?
Apatosaurus. In the first movie, in Jurassic Park, one of the first dinosaurs you see, and one of the first dinosaurs I ever saw, was the Brachiosaurus, and it's that giant, long-necked animal dinosaur that like stands on its back legs. Everyone's looking at it in amazement. It's like, how could this thing exist on planet Earth? It's incredible. It's like. It gives you the awe-inspiring feel of like seeing dinosaurs for the first time. And when you're a kid, like that meant a lot to me. And
thing, right?
I loved it. It was my favorite dinosaur. Still is my favorite dinosaur. It started like my dinosaur obsession when I was younger. So it means a lot to me. And then in this movie, they bring it back and they confirmed in like press interviews that it's the very same Brachiosaurus that you see in Jurassic Park 1, whatever that means. Like the very first one that you see, it's the same one in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And they kill it. They melt it to death in a lava explosion as it screams in pain while the heroes sail off into the distance. And then a close cut on Claire Dearing. Like it's this very sad scene. And Claire Dearing is shown like crying on the boat as she wears a John Deere hat, advertisement product placement on her head. It's like, what the fuck, man? You can't just let the past remain. You have to bring back the dinosaur that I've started my love for Jurassic Park and the universe and everything, and you bring it back and melt it to death in a fiery explosion as it screams in pain. Why?
Yeah, I guess I didn't consider this. This would suck so much worse for you, since you actually care about these. Like, I mean,
I can do the thing where I like every movie after like Jurassic Park 3 doesn't exist. I'm fine with that. Like, I can, this is. The different path. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me that much. But it's more like offensive on the part of like, you think you're so smart for doing this. You think you're like evoking emotion in people, and maybe you are. But for me, it's just like offensive. It's just like you took this thing from my childhood, you twisted it in the most corporate way possible, Like, she's literally wearing a John Deere hat while she watches this happen.
It's also so sloppy. I remember the scene you're talking about where the thing dies in the volcano eruption and that there's like a lot of smoke and fire going on and the thing just like moves. It just goes like moo. It's like dying, it's like suffering.
It's the same. It's the same audio effect that plays when it like vocalizes in the first movies too. So it's meant to tug on your heartstrings. There, it stands on its back legs, trying to get its head above the ash clouds, like it does in the first movie when it like reaches up to like eat from the tall leaves. It's like it's a recreation of that first scene in the first movie where you see the Brachiosaurus, except done in a way where it's desperately trying to survive a volcanic explosion. It's like. And again, they say outside of the movie, this isn't explored in the movie. The creator comes out and says, yeah, you guys weren't feeling sad enough? Well, that's actually the exact same dinosaur that you saw in the first movie. Like, you fucking prick. Like, why?
30 years later.
Yeah.
Reviving it just to bring it back, just to mock it and dangle the fucking body in front of you like a piñata.
Exactly. It's just using it.
And it doesn't work because... Somebody posted a photo of it. And it doesn't work because it looks so CG and you can just, you know that Chris Pratt was staring at a, like you said, tennis ball. Like at a green screen. Look at this shit.
Yeah. It's like in movies where like, you know, they kill the dog to evoke emotion in you. It's just a lazy way of doing things.
Well, hold on. No, you're talking shit about John Wick.
Yeah, but that was more of like a plot tool for the entire movie to exist. I'm just talking about like randomly killing a dog just to evoke random emotion in you.
Speaking of John Wick, by the way, I was also looking at that. Like I said, once in a while, I want to take people to the movies. So I look up, okay, what's in the theaters right now? Sinners, pass. Marvel, pass. There's a new movie called Ballerina, which is a spin-off from the John Wick movies that I didn't even hear about or didn't see a single trailer of. Looks shit. Looks like slop.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming that's the case. As soon as things become franchises, all creative intent goes out the window, and they just reuse things over and over again to make you remember things from the past, as we're talking about right now.
Try to sell merch. Here, get this Brachiosaurus plushie. He died.
Yeah. Baby, this episode sure is putting me to sleep. If only I had a good bed to lay down on right now. Ooh, what's that? Is that a Helix Sleep I hear in the distance coming to snuggle me into a slumber? You bet it is. This episode is sponsored by Helix Sleep, the best mattress company that exists to mankind. I'm pretty sure that's scientifically accurate. These mattresses hug you in just the right way each night, allowing you to fall into the best slumber you'll ever experience. I remember the first time I slept on a Helix Sleep mattress. Andrew was there. What a night. So comfortable. I usually wake up sore after a night like that, but not on that mattress. The morning after was incredible. I promise you, go check them out. They've got an awesome sleep quiz on their website, which you can take, which will hook you up with the perfect mattress made specifically for your sleep style. And we all have different sleep styles. I am a side sleeper, cradling my pillow, and also my cat is also there. It's a very specific picture I'm putting in your head, but yeah, it is all to like illustrate that we all have different sleep styles. Your one is different to mine, and it's important that you have the right bed for it. Check them out and choose to sleep on a Helix Sleep mattress. You won't regret it. I promise you that. I love sleeping on them personally. Very comfortable mattresses. They're reliable and the sleep is just so good. What's even better is that you can go to helixsleep.com/official for 27% off site-wide. That's more than 25% off, that's for sure. That's 27% off site-wide. That's great savings, especially if you're already in the market for a mattress. Why not take advantage of this and get a high-quality mattress with significant savings? It's part of their 4th of July sale exclusive for our listeners. That's helixsleep.com/official for 27% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout. Do it. Let them know we love them. And also, we sent you their way. helixsleep.com/official. Thank you to Helix for sponsoring the show. Longtime supporter and longtime Helix Sleep bed sleeper over here. So thank you for that. But now you're comfortable in bed and you're pulling out your laptop late at night. You're looking stuff up as you do in your bed late at night. But you can't visit that site anymore. It's geo-locked. What do? Don't worry, ExpressVPN is also sponsoring this episode. Another long-time supporter of our show, who we very much so appreciate. We highly recommend and use them for all of our online digital security and usage. They'll get you through any geolocked content so you can browse content from any country while still being in that bed of yours. There's 18,000 titles on Netflix right now across all of the countries on this beautiful green ball we call planet Earth. But you wouldn't know that because you're probably only in one of those countries and the rest is geolocked to you. That's where ExpressVPN comes in. Use ExpressVPN and you can now access absolutely any of them, making your Netflix subscription actually useful and about, 20 times more valuable. Not just that, using ExpressVPN means your digital footprint is secure. No data sniffers, file packet collectors, or IP harvesters will find you. It's like Pokemon starters right there. Which one would you be? I'd be a data sniffer. Not while you're under ExpressVPN's protection, though. No, you'll be safe as long as you're under their cloak of invisibility. It's easy to use, works on all of your devices, and it also comes with blazing fast speeds. And guess what, Americans? The Shawshank Redemption is available on Netflix. So is Rick and Morty. Weird combination, I know, but you wouldn't even know that in the first place because you're geo-locked. They're not available for you. But hey, if you want to do the weirdest back-to-back viewing of all time, you've got the capability of doing that. As long as you got ExpressVPN, you can go to those countries and watch both of those back-to-back. All you have to do is open ExpressVPN, select a different country, tap one button, refresh Netflix, and now you can watch those back-to-back. Let me know how it goes. But so anyway, moral of the story, be smart. We use it. Stop paying full price for streaming services and only getting a fraction of their content. Get your money's worth at expressvpn.com/official. Don't forget to use our link at expressvpn.com/official, linked below as well, to get an extra 4. That's how many fingers I'm holding up. 4 fingers, not 4 fingers. Get 4 months of ExpressVPN for free. That's over at expressvpn.com/official. They may also give you 4 fingers. I'm not sure. I haven't read the terms and conditions. That might also be an option. Anyway, expressvpn.com/official. So go check them out. Big thank you to our sponsors for this episode. You keep the lights on. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Also, another thing that's funny is, like I was saying, there was a bit of drama with the first Jurassic World because they hyper-focused on like Chris Pratt's character, and Claire Dearing was there basically in just like an accomplice role. She just did whatever Chris Pratt told her. So there was like feminist outrage or whatever at the time, or some pushback anyway. So they like overcorrected in this one. Yeah, the ginger chick. They overcorrected in this one where Chris Pratt like does absolutely nothing in the movie unless a woman tells him to do it, basically. Or yeah, Claire Dearing's now the boss, basically, which is fine, whatever. But then, like, if you're gonna go that angle, don't then make like the snappy side character, the vet woman. She constantly is like objectifying Chris Pratt. She's like, "Come on, beefcake, follow me," and he does, and he just like goes along with her. She like literally calls him a beefcake. It's like dehumanizing him. It's like you've gone the other angle now. Now you're just being a dick to men.
But I wouldn't mind being called a beefcake. But I guess men and women are different in that way.
Is that the only way that you can make women like powerful in movies, though? Is them seeing the nearest man and then like, dehumanizing them, basically? Oh, I did want to say that like the movie could have been like there were some interesting shots and it was well filmed. Like there were some cool angles and different shot compositions. It was like somewhat visually interesting, and I think it could have been done well. But every single tense scene, every single time there was a scene where like something tense was occurring, they do the Marvel thing where they immediately undercut it with like comedy. Did you notice that every single time?
Yes. The wholesome Chungosaurus, that's what I was talking about. When just like random Chris Pratt wholesome Chungus, I'm a harmless man, here's a funny joke.
Well, not just, yes. But there was one scene, I mean, I could point to a million scenes, but like specifically the time when they're like extracting blood from the, what was it? Extracting blood from the T-Rex, I think. Or maybe from Blue. There's a scene where they're doing surgery on Blue, the Velociraptor. And it's like this, like they don't know if Blue's going to make it. It's a very sad, it's meant to be a sad, tense scene. You're on the edge of your seat wondering if Blue's going to survive. And then like the blood squirts out and hits the nerdy guy in the mouth. And he's like, "Oh my God, is it in my mouth?" And Chris Pratt's like, "Oh, no." It's like you're inserting comedy into this scene where it's meant to be like an emotional, like, a crescendo almost, like a very tense scene.
Right, but That's like the moment you realize, oh, this is supposed to be like a Disney park ride. It's for children.
Yeah, that's what I lament the most, though. I think about
be serious.
That's what I lament. You wouldn't have done that in the original Jurassic Park movie, for example. Like, I'm imagining the scene in Jurassic Park where the lights go out at the T-Rex paddock and they're all in the cars. Remember that tense scene, like the tour cars? They're all hiding as the T-Rex.
But I remember, isn't there a scene where like there's a sick Triceratops or something?
Sure, but I'm talking more about I'm talking more about tense scenes that are intended to be tense. Do you remember the Velociraptor scene where they're in that emergency bunker and the lights are all out and the Velociraptor is like hunting them through it?
Yeah, clicking its toenails.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. Remember that? Yeah, remember any of those scenes? The movie is filled with tense scenes, of course. So imagine any of those scenes, but then someone like looks at the camera, winks.
It's very endearing.
I'm getting annoyed. Imagine any of those scenes, but like someone looks at the camera, winks, and goes, "Boy, howdy! I can't believe we got out of this situation." Or, "Oh my god, there's poopy on my fingers. It's gonna smell bad," or anything like that. Or the scene where I forget the young boy's name in the original movie, but he's climbing an electric fence. He's trying to get over the electric fence before the power gets on, and then he gets zapped because the power does turn on. It's a very tense scene again. That movie is full of tense scenes, I'm now realizing. Maybe that's why it did so well. But yeah, he gets zapped by the electric fence. He shoots off it. Now imagine if when he opens his eyes, he goes, "Ouchie, that zappy hurted my fingers," or something dumb, some kind of comic relief scene. Yeah, something stupid. And that's all that this movie is. It's just constant, like, undercutting any kind of tension that they attempt to make with stupid comedy. And I'm so sick of that.
It is peak Disney. That's how I can describe it. They're just peak Disney one-liners. "Oh, he's standing right behind me, isn't he?"
Yes.
About a velociraptor. He's behind me.
Oh my god! I just remembered the scene with the Indoraptor where the guy walks into the enclosure, the big game hunter, because he's collecting teeth, like he's collecting all the dinosaurs' teeth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he goes in there to collect the Indoraptor's teeth as it's sedated on the ground, like he's shot.
And it's playing dead. Yeah,
it literally like plays dead, and then winks at the camera. I'm not joking. He winks at the camera and smiles. He smiles at the camera. Like this is.
You're not joking. I do remember that. He actually does that
winks. Yeah,
like a cartoon character, like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
He smiles too. He smiles. Like, this is so unserious. There's no tension there. It's so dumb. Silly. So stupid. And then kills the man, obviously. It's so bad, man.
It is. It's awful. I watched like half of the sequel, whatever it's called. What is it called?
Dominion. Yeah,
we started watching it, but all of us got tuckered out. But that was slightly better because I'm pretty sure they started using animatronics for some of the dinos at least.
I don't remember. I remember watching Dominion in the theaters and being bored throughout all of it. It didn't have that same kind of, like, you can call Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom a bad movie, but it jumps the shark so hard at the second half, like the halfway point, that it actually does circle around to being entertaining to me. Like laughing at it, kind of, in that angle, like a bad movie kind of vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I can see laughing at it.
So I remember things that happened in that movie, whereas I don't remember a single thing that happened in Dominion because it was boring. It was just boring.
Yeah, it is pretty boring. So far, at least. I don't really feel like finishing it. Fallen Kingdom, one of the worst movies ever. What is that Marvel movie where there's like a guy in a chair, but it's just a head, and it's bad CGI? Chat.
Guy in a chair.
Is it Green Lantern? I don't know. One of the Ant-Man, I think. MODOK?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Quantumania. This thing. Like, the awful CGI. This is what the entirety of the Fallen Kingdom movie looks like to me. It's just terrible CGI.
This again, the CGI didn't really, like, it wasn't a sticking point for me. Like, yeah, it was like bad because it's not using physical effects. I'd prefer they use physical effects. I don't think the CGI was that bad. Like, it's not Ant-Man. It's not that. It didn't look like that.
Watch it again.
But no, I'm good. Well, it's way more interesting and funny to talk about, like, the writing. I think the writing and the, like, dialogue and the events is what makes Fallen Kingdom so hilariously bad.
No, I get the writing is awful, but like if they at least used animatronics, it would have been passable, acceptable to some degree.
No.
The fact that it is CGI slop that looks like you made it in Unity engine is what makes it so much worse to me.
They wouldn't have been able to use the physical effects well, like Spielberg did, for example. They wouldn't have been able to do it well, so it would have looked really bad. It would have looked cheap.
Yeah, not with the thing stalking a little girl like Freddy Krueger. No, yes, that would have looked stupid, but they could have done like the original movie where the velociraptors are just stalking you in the kitchen. That one scene where the kids
you never really have like full wide shots of the dinosaurs in the original movie. And when you do, that's usually when they look the worst. It's always like close-ups on puppetry, or again, when the velociraptor is stalking through the kitchen, you have a close-up on its claw on the kitchen floor as it taps the ground menacingly. And that's effective. That is so effective. Man, I love the original movie. Very, very bad.
Fair.
The movie ends. Fine. Oh my god, we didn't even comment on this. The movie ends with them making like the horrible choice between letting the dinosaurs out of the facility as it slowly fills up with gas. Like the facility where all the dinosaurs are kept is filling up with gas, which is going to kill them all. And Claire and Owen are like debating: do we let them out? Let them out into the world where they could become a menace? Like, do we live with that? And then the clone 12-year-old child just slaps the button, and she's like, "What's the final line?" It's so bad. It's like, I wrote it down. Let me check what it is. The final line is, she says, "I had to. They're alive like me," because she's also a 12-year-old clone, as she hits the button that lets them out into the world. I mean, I don't really understand that's another point that really doesn't make sense to me. Like, so what if the dinosaurs get out? There's like 30 of them. They can be rounded up. They treat the dinosaurs...
but they breed, and then in the next one, it's I don't know if you remember the montage, but the next movie begins with a montage of all the velociraptors are breeding, all the dinos.
Yeah, so
they're
what?
part of the megafauna now.
Okay, but how did we get to that point so quickly? Actually, now that I think about it, like there's 30 dinosaurs in that facility. They're let out. Surely you round up most of them. Surely you're able to round up most of them using the military and stuff.
Well, yeah, but they're stronger than the military, remember?
No, they're not.
That's why it's called Jurassic World instead of Park. It's so fucking stupid.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so what if they're around? So what? It doesn't change anything. We already got big, dangerous animals
they're
around.
Eating people.
Whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? Like, elephants are big, but they don't eat people.
Yeah, but tigers do, lions do, and we still let them exist.
I guess, yeah, but not in cities.
Yeah, I mean, get them out of the cities, but like, who's to say that the dinosaurs, like lions don't enter cities, do they? On purpose?
I don't know.
Who's to say the T-Rex will? Let him have his own little forest.
Oh, God. Well, that's our review of Fallen Kingdom. $432 million to produce, by the way. Pure shit.
How much did Dominion make? It must have made less because they're rebooting it again.
It still made $1 billion, literally, almost to the dot.
Are you kidding me?
No, it cost less and still made $1 billion.
Actually, now that I think about it, Dominion might be even worse. I remember the main plot being the bad guys have created, using the DNA splicing and genealogy, or DNA or whatever, they've made massive locust bugs that like eat all of the world's grain.
All the crops. And they have Tim Cook, like literally Tim Cook as a villain.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look up
Jurassic World Dominion is worse. Villain. Maybe it is worse, but it's also just more boring.
It is more boring, and like you said, it's literally just the plot of we made genetically engineered crops that the fucking locusts are eating. Oh, and the Asian guy is suddenly good in this movie, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. They try to redeem him somehow.
Oh,
I don't
and
remember.
they have all the actresses from the original movie too. Like they have Jeff Goldblum and
Yeah, Sam Neill, Laura Dern. They've got them all back.
Mm-hmm.
Wheel them
you're
out.
Supposed to be soy facing, but it just doesn't work at all.
Yeah. They realized that they had burned through all of the dinosaurs literally in the last movie, like burning all of the original ones. So now they had to wheel out the actual original stars of this movie. It's so blatant. And people cheer for it.
Your poor dino.
Yeah, sad.
It's kind of amusing.
I would like a Jurassic, oh man. I still think Jurassic World, the original Jurassic World, had potential. Like it was fun watching a theme park be thrown into disarray. And it feels like the logical evolution of the Jurassic Park series. Like Jurassic Park, but set in the modern era where there's this giant theme park that is actually running now and has run for several years, but they're hitting like low attendance records. So they need to create a new attraction to bring new people in. Like it made sense. It was a logical evolution of the Jurassic Park universe. And it still spoke to the themes of the original movie. But now it's jumped the shark immediately. Like, I don't know what the fuck Jurassic Park is anymore. Like, or what the series is.
Well, it's Jurassic World now.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what you do with it. I don't know. I guess they're doing it. It's making $1 billion. So what the fuck do I know?
It's gonna be Jurassic Universe next, and the T-Rex.
Oh, they're gonna go to space.
Steer a SpaceX rocket or something. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking dumb as shit, and they're gonna get like Chris Pratt and The Rock.
The new movie, the next one. I think there's a new dinosaur. I haven't seen the trailers or anything, but there's a new DNA amalgamation in it. I think it's called the Dominus Rex or something. What's it called? Chat might know. Jurassic World Rebirth. I think it's the D-Rex. Yeah, the D-Rex.
D-Rex. That's fucking
Distortus dumb. Rex. It's turned into like Digimon. This is like now the Digimon series or something. The D-Rex.
It's what Aliens does too. Like every Aliens movie now has to have a mutant alien that's been like, it's half human and half alien.
Yeah, look up the D-Rex. This literally looks like it's from the Alien universe, actually, now that I'm looking at it. This does not look like anything. What is this?
It has 2 arms.
Apparently it has 4 arms. What is this? Like what? It's just a blob. Well, that's actually pretty apt for the series that is now just a congealing mess of grey blob. Like, what even is the franchise now? This is just pretty apt.
Shitty CGI.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, it does look like it's out of Godzilla, actually. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch this new movie. Like I will probably watch every Jurassic Park / World movie. I have no hope of it being good. But
yeah, you're gonna watch it. And you're going to message me at like 4 a.m. going, hey, you have to watch Jurassic World Rebirth before the show tomorrow.
Yeah, not
and I'm going to be like,
good.
Okay.
I'm going in hoping that it's as bad as Fallen Kingdom. 100%. I hope that it's like that bad where it's like I'm looking at it and I'm like, why are they doing this? Why are they making these decisions? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Why did the Distortus Rex just wink at the camera? Why did this dinosaur just cry? A teardrop rolled down its cheek as it was being like surgically healed. God, I just remember the dinosaur cries during that surgery. Like a teardrop comes out of its eye.
I'm telling you, this one-shots normies. I saw a tweet today. Somebody was sharing his bill from a Disney World breakfast. And it cost him like $975 or something like that for like a mouse-shaped pancake. Yeah, people pay for this. They're like, yes, give me the D-Rex, the D-Rex Cummies smoothie shake at Disney World, and they will genuinely pay fucking $180 for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's your only option really at Disney World, though. If you go to Disney World, it's all expensive.
Well, it works. Makes some money.
I mean, Disney World is fun. Like, it's not to go every week or anything like those Disney park people do, but when you're on vacation, like Disney Sea over in Tokyo,
Yeah, but it was like $1,000
was incredible.
for a steak or something. It was like a steak and a one string of asparagus that this
Yeah,
person
just 'cause
paid
it's-
$975 for.
Because it's in the shape of Mickey Mouse or whatever. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty lame. The joke. Yeah. Do you think Fallen Kingdom has been the worst movie you've seen in a while?
No. Because I saw that horror movie that's based on a game recently. Wait, let me think. What was it
Five
called?
Nights at Freddy's.
No. After that. Until Dawn. Thank you.
Until Dawn.
Oh, that was so fucking bad.
Tell me about it. Why was it bad?
So I guess it's a video game, but I've never played it, so I never heard about it or anything. But I was watching it with family. They have the girl from Hellraiser, the reboot, and actually, never mind. I don't even remember the fucking movie. It was just so bad. I must have dissociated.
Really, that bad?
It was basically a zombie movie, but I don't even remember it. That I'm trying to think about it. Yeah, sorry. I'm blanking.
Absolutely nothing.
Holy fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Anyway, point is that movie was worse. This is still very
You don't
bad,
even
though.
know how it
Don't
was
watch
worse.
Okay, how about I give you homework? Watch the Until Dawn movie.
No,
next week,
no,
before
because I don't
next
want
week.
to talk.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about that. Actually, I do like the idea of giving each other homework for the next episode, though. Someone did bring up that comment as a suggestion on our Patreon that we should each give each other homework that we then come back and talk about that thing for the next week's episode.
Okay,
So-
Until Dawn. There you go.
Okay. You want me to watch Until Dawn? Okay.
Yes. Okay. What's my homework?
I'll do that. Your homework, it has to be reasonable. Like, I'm not going to play all of a game, for example. Or even if
No,
you give
I'm
me
not.
a movie.
No, you don't have to play the game at all. I didn't play the game. Just watch the movie. It's like 2 hours.
Okay. What can I make you do that you could come back and talk about? I don't know. I'll choose at the end of the episode. I can't think of anything right now. I'll choose at the end.
Okay. Andor. Oh, by the way, Jackson stopped watching Andor with me. I suppose because of that one episode where we made fun of it.
No,
So
we
Jackson got
started
in
watching
his
it after
feels.
that. Didn't we? Did we start watching after that or before that?
No, we were watching it before the episode where Andrew and I kind of made fun of it. And
No,
then you
I've just
never
been
asked
busy.
Me again.
We can.
Okay.
The hype
Sure.
the hype has died down, but I can watch it again. I can watch the next 3 episodes with you at some point. Okay, here's your here's your homework. You need to watch Star Wars Attack of the Clones, the second movie from the prequel trilogy. Dead bang in the middle. Star Wars Attack of the Clones. You won't have any kind of reference for anything that's happening, which is going to make it even better. I'm giving you the worst one to watch.
I thought the modern ones are the worst ones.
I mean, I don't remember them though. Yeah, but this will be
Okay.
completely out of context. It'll be great. So yeah, you watch that one.
Damn it. All right. Well, oh God, fuck me. Is this the one with the- God damn it.
This is the one with Jar Jar Binks. Yes.
Fuck.
Although I think
All right,
it's
fine.
slightly
Okay,
less.
I'll watch this if you watch Until Dawn. All right.
Yeah, I'll watch Until Dawn. Sure. All right,
Okay.
that's good. We've sorted out what we're going to be doing for next week's episode. Then.
Yeah, great. Torturing each other.
All right. So moving on from movie talk, I hear you've been investigating, on the ground reporter, into the life of DSP.
I have been. So DSP, from what I understand, he's one of the internet's longest standing lolcows, right?
Yep.
He's been on YouTube for 11 years or something? 11, 14 years?
Longer than
Very
that,
long
surely.
time.
I think he's like one of the original YouTubers, isn't he?
Yeah.
DSP.
Anyway,
I
I've
think
been
he was
watching
around
his
since, like,
streams because
2008.
I've been seeing clips of him just absolutely eating shit at the new Mario Kart because he will like drive into a banana peel or he will get hit by a red shell or something and he will go, okay, where did that come from? I got hit by nothing. couldn't have avoided that. And it's been
those
very
are the only
wholesome
clips I
and endearing
ever
to me.
see of DSP. Is he plays games 24/7, and yet he is somehow worse at them than games journalists are. He's like that meme, but like tenfold. Every single clip is him sucking at a game. Is he actually good at games? Any kind of game? Because he plays all the time.
I don't think so. I also thought, okay, he must be acting or playing it up, but he genuinely sounds low-key, like, autistic. I don't know if autistic is the right word, but if you look at his face, he has that, like, you know, the lip thing that mentally disabled people have? So I tried looking him up, learning a bit about him. I knew that he would have to have a Kiwi Farms thread. Yeah. I was wrong. He has a whole subforum with like 200 fucking threads, which kind of like I don't. Where do I start? Right? I didn't know where to start reading, so I started reading the WWE championship gacha game thread, which he apparently has sunk thousands of dollars into because people stalk his like account names. That and Marvel Future Fights are two mobile games that he's apparently very, very into. He's also, they call him not a drug addict, but an alcoholic, which
that's a drug addict.
Yeah, but I don't think he sounds drunk when he's streaming. But people claim to have bank statements of him just, I guess, ordering hundreds of dollars worth of alcohol every week.
I swear I've seen him drunk before on streams. I think he used to get like absolutely blasted, unless I'm thinking, oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Only Use Me Blade, I think, actually. They blur into the same person for me.
I forget who that guy is. DSP is the one who jerked off on stream one time.
Yeah, but isn't Only Use Me Blade the one that's like stuck a banana in his asshole on stream or something? So again,
no,
they
you're
blur.
Thinking of The Amazing Atheist. That's
yeah.
The Amazing Atheist doesn't have any drug addiction problems as far as I know. He's just a fucking weirdo with a micro penis.
Okay. Wait, no, Only Use Me Blade like streamed at a friend's house and then groped his friend's wife's tits directly on the camera, and also has a habit of like assaulting women sexually. Like he's a awful dude. But yeah, again, right. all these like streamers that have streamed for like 20 years straight all below the same, like into the same lolcow category to me.
Yeah, well, DSP, okay, before anybody gets mad at me, I don't know too much about him. I don't know anything bad that he has done, but he's almost endearing to me because he's just so shit at games, and he's like a 40-year-old guy trying to play games, but he just can't. And it's like watching your boomer dad trying to figure out how Netflix works or something. Look at him focusing.
Yeah, but we're going to get to that point.
Oh no. Well, I hope I'm better at games.
We're going to suck at video games. Again, he's played video games his entire life. I don't understand how it's possible to be bad at something that you literally, that's the only thing you do. You wake up and play video games. How can you then be bad at video games? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know. That's why I'm thinking.
It has to be an act. It has to be an act.
No. Everybody tells me it's not an act, so I don't know. I hope
but
it's
it has
not.
To be. Like,
that would kind of ruin it to me.
Surely he knows that the only way he gets donations is if these clips go viral of him sucking at video games. So he is incentivized.
No, because he genuinely gets angry at that too. So
because
one of the big guys...
Him getting angry is part of the act, though.
Nah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like an act to me. So apparently Asmund Gold was restreaming him or watching one of his streams, one of his clips on his Twitter account. And DSP he goes like, why is Asmund Gold retweeting me? Why is this happening? Why? What for? I don't know.
Is that what he sounds like?
He literally does sound like that.
Someone posted this. I remember this actually. Sony is literally designing their games with Darkside Phil as their intended audience. And It was like a GDC conference. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, from God of War, right?
Yeah.
It was a speech that they were giving about how they need to put in more, I guess, guidance in video games and tutorials and shit to make players have an easier time playing it. And they had a clip of Darkside Phil playing God of War and being confused as shit. And they tried to blur it, but it's him.
This is every time you gamers out there, including us, complain about there being like an overabundance of yellow paint on walls that indicate that you can climb them, or like endless VO voiceover saying like, here's how you solve the puzzle. Kratos, you need to do this, like immediately solving the puzzle for you. It's literally because people like Darkside Phil exist.
Getting confused, then Kratos, like you said, he's like, maybe I should throw my knife at that tree.
Yeah. It's exactly why those things exist.
I don't know. I've been having fun with him. Like I said, he's becoming he's slowly whiling his way into my heart. Yes.
You should actually, okay, here's an idea. Why don't you do right now a live Lolcow tier list?
Because you wouldn't know like most of them.
Yeah, well, you can give me the context in like a two sentence description of them.
I just told you he has a whole subforum. I cannot give you a 2-sentence.
Yeah, but you've already got an idea of what rating he should be, like of the knowledge that you have of him right now. What is he? Is he the upper echelon? Is he an S tier Lolcow?
Oh, yeah, I would say top 5 for sure.
Okay, so who's up there with
him? 3. Let me think.
Like, someone in chat.
Oh my god,
Boogie would be an S tier for me.
No, Boogie's like so.
Yeah, for me,
pedestrian. Yes. No offense.
Yeah, but he's like the same level as what's this guy's name? Darkside Phil.
No, Boogie is not that interesting at all. No.
Well, actually, Boogie is worse.
Much more history.
No, Boogie has so much history. Now we're having a Lolcow off. We're like arguing about who our favorite Lolcow is. No, mine's better than your one.
Well, yours isn't even good. First of all, Boogie makes you angry.
No, he doesn't.
Well, he makes people angry in general, and you're not supposed to be getting angry at Lolcows. Bossman Jack is a runner-up, I guess.
Who the fuck is that? 2-sentence description.
Gambling addict who kicks his door down. Has meltdowns on stream and is a Kick. That's the gambling website.
Yeah, Kick is the new one.
Yeah, he's just a fucking junkie gambling addict.
Okay, so he's just a gambling addict.
Yes.
And so people just watch him gamble?
In and out of prison, I'm pretty sure he buys drugs a lot, so he gets arrested a bunch. He also used to play... Yeah. Okay. Bossman Jack number 5. DSP number 4 right now. Number 3 would be Shane Noakes, who actually sounds like a Star Wars character. You might like this guy.
Shane Noakes.
Yes.
Does your top 5... Does your top 5 progressively get darker and darker?
No.
Okay, good.
This is very lighthearted.
I don't want to hear anything
this guy used to
disturbing.
Okay, so he was like a playtester for Microsoft, but he's on disability. And ever since he basically got laid off from Microsoft, he's been bragging about being a mastermind hacker badass who beats up... Okay, let me read some choice quotes here. I'm going to enjoy seeing you cry when they sentence you. Enjoy the decades behind bars. Smiley face. I'm done with you now. And this is the last you'll hear from me until I laugh at your sentencing.
So wait, so is he hacking people and like taking their information and incriminating them or something? What's he doing? Who's he talking about?
He gets into slap fights on Twitter.
Right.
That's what he's talking about.
So, and then he claims like he's hacked them and got their information maybe. Like, where's the hacking part come into this?
Like I said, he used to be a playtester. They called me a groomer. As someone that was raped as a child, that's an insult I don't take lightly. They just fucked their entire life over with that insult, because once engaged, I don't stop until I find what needs to end someone's entire world. They're over.
So powerless dude wants to feel powerful, so LARPs online as the caped crusader, basically.
He's an extreme badass, yes. Further swatting attempts and more based on the records I'm receiving now. I'm seeing at least half a dozen felonies in the last couple years alone against just Patrick, which is another lolcow, before anything else is factored in. I'm seeing at least 35 years here.
Jeez, just send this guy to the Middle East. He'll have it solved in a jiffy.
Oh, he would end Iran. Listen to him. Lying to me doesn't affect anything. Pleading won't stop anything. Begging won't stop anything. Even stopping now won't stop anything. This isn't a bargaining session. This isn't a negotiation. You really fucked yourself this time.
Has he actually accomplished anything? He does sound like Iran. How Iran is constantly tweeting out like hype montages about their own capabilities.
No. Oh, and then he will tweet photos of his I guess Microsoft employee card from when he used to be employed.
Okay, so he got laid off. Why is he bragging about
games.
that? Because he was a playtester on Halo ODST. Never mind. This guy's awesome. Halo ODST. Sick.
Yeah, it's signed and everything by all the Xbox gamers. Let me see.
Do you think he gets mad pussy for all of this badassery online?
His wife, he does have a wife, and she's
Holy
morbidly obese. Yes. She's very morbidly obese, and they together collect unemployment payments. So people mock him and make fun of him and say like stuff like, hey, you're really fat and gay. And he says, the funny part is you think this is going to upset me, but it won't. I spent my career putting away people who rape and murder children, which is a lie. I've had my home rated. Yes.
Literally, he's a playtester. Did they do over an Xbox?
Well, he brags a lot about the fact, but he makes the claim that he used to put away child molesters, like Chris Hansen, basically.
So he was like
but
a
it's
police
all a
officer?
lie. Huh?
Was he a police officer?
No. He was a playtester. They literally just made him play shitty Xbox games, and now he's lying about it. I'm immune to your insults. They're just more evidence to me. He claimed to be programming Flight Simulator when he was 4. Okay, this guy's awesome. You don't like this guy? He sounds awesome. No, I mean he's not particularly wholesome. Just mostly creepy. I'm trying to find where he says he has a lot of sex.
Oh, please do. I need to see how badass he gets.
Trying to. Please hold. Oh my god. Oh yeah, they catfished him too, and they chatted with him, and we got a bunch of DM leaks too. I'm Microsoft alumni in good standing. Their pockets aren't deep enough for those lawyers. The advantage of paying my alumni dues.
What is he talking about?
Well, I guess if you work for Microsoft for a while, you become a Microsoft alumni. I don't fucking know.
My
He's
dad,
a playtester.
a playtester would. What's his name? Let me Google him.
Shane Noakes.
How do you spell the last one?
Nokes.
Okay.
He goes on Reddit on his sock accounts and compliments himself. So this is him. He yaps on Reddit arguing with people, and then he gets on his sock account to say, you do realize that guy is a retired Microsoft employee, right? He's likely pretty smart.
Wait, so he's got made up accounts that just reply to him about how smart he is. Oh my god.
Well, replying to his
dude.
haters going, well, I mean, that guy's a badass. You should not talk to him that way.
That is so bad. That's so. He is pretty smart though, clearly.
They call him a groomer. Again, it's just trolls trying to fuck with him.
So is there any evidence of him actually grooming anyone, or is that just trolling?
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I don't think he's an actual like pedophile hurting anybody, but it's a troll. You know, people go on the internet and fuck with you, make mean comments.
Especially if you're going to leave comments like that from soccer accounts and stuff like that, you're going to quickly start to get fucked with online.
Yeah, if you reveal that, you get tilted. And he says, "No, with that groomer comment you made, you are done. I was raped as a child. When someone goes there with that shit, you just fucked up your life. You're over." As someone that was raped as a child, that's an insult I don't take lightly. So he says that he was raped by a butter knife, by the way.
Oh, gross. All right, moving on to number 3. What's the number 3 slot? We got dark.
No, I think Shane Nooks is number 2, actually. Number 1 would be Patrick.
And Patrick. Oh, Ethan Ralph. You've missed Ethan Ralph.
No, Ethan Ralph doesn't make the top 10 at all. Ethan Ralph is kind of like... Well, Ethan Ralph is just a fucking alcoholic on the internet. I don't even know what he's up to lately.
That's not true. No, there was so much lore to Ethan Ralph that was funny.
Well, yeah, him getting drunk and then doxing his own, not doxing, but like spreading revenge porn.
Yeah. Also getting into like fights on the streets with random people. Like, yeah, there's a bunch to him that we laughed at.
Yes. Yeah, but I don't know what he's done lately. What have you done for me lately? Is my question, I suppose.
Shane Knox is still doing stuff to this day.
Okay. My number 1 lolcow of all time, I will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been holding out on everybody. But his name is Patrick Tomlinson. I will literally lie in bed late at night and just tell my wife about Patrick's latest hijinks. This guy is not retired, but like he's a sci-fi author, alcoholic, fat guy, loser, who just usually goes on Twitter and gets into fights with his trolls, including a person who's impersonating his toilet. So,
what?
Okay, his name's Patrick Tomlinson, right?
Yeah. It says he's an author.
He claims he's an author. He has published books, and you can listen to the audiobook on Audible.
He is an author. Like, he might not be a good author, but he's an author. He's published stuff.
Not since 2020.
But still, he's an author. Like, what are you trying to claim here? He's an author.
Okay, I'm just saying he's not an author anymore.
You're trying to like flat earth me for some reason. No, once you are an author, you are always an author. It's not something that you can just retroactively get rid of. He published a book. He's an author. Give Patrick S. Tomlinson the credit he deserves.
Has been author. Anyway, he's mostly known now in the Okay, so, oh my god, this is such a long story. How do I even start? Okay, his name is Patrick S. Tomlinson. Sometimes he goes on Twitter to argue with Patrick S. Toiletson, which is a guy impersonating his toilet. And this guy will literally go on Twitter and type shit like, "You are not my toilet stalker. You are impersonating and committing felony crimes."
You are committing a felony by impersonating my toilet. Is that what he says?
Yes, unironically. There's a subforum. Do you remember Opie and Anthony, the radio show?
Yep.
Okay.
I never watched it, but I remember you guys talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, the show ended. Opie and Anthony was completely over, but there used to be a forum dedicated to the show who basically just, the show ended, but they kept being around because a bunch of boomers were just on fucking Reddit. One day, they came across Patrick's Twitter, where he said Norm Macdonald wasn't all that funny to begin with. Something along those lines. And they made it their mission to fuck with this guy's life. Ever since then, he goes on Reddit and he has to deal with this. "Good one, Patrick. You still have baby fat on your face. It's really disgusting." And he goes, "No, child. I have beer and brat fat on my face." What the fuck is brat fat?
I don't know what that means.
"I have beer and brat fat on my face from living in Wisconsin during the winter, and I still get laid more than you ever will." And this is him. Okay. He's very fat. "Wrong again, asshole. My mother is quite sweet, and my house is light on closets. I'm just an actual tough guy."
Okay.
Are you intimidated?
The other guy's been more funny, honestly, in his responses. The last guy that you were talking about. Like, what's the gimmick here? He just argues with people.
I think we need to do an episode on Patrick. Like, this is way
Yeah.
too long. I could tell you so much lore about
Safe
this guy.
isn't
because
really
there's
my
been-
speed.
Yeah. Okay, how about we shelve this for now?
Okay. You need
I'll
to prepare.
try to collect some funny clips on this guy. It's so much.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my
I've got
God. I forgot about
I went
the whole
onto his
arc of him
Twitter.
threatening to kill his own child.
Oh Jesus, okay. So there is stuff here. I went onto his Twitter and he's replying to someone called Kyle W. Tomlinson. Is that the
Who I follow.
It says
yes.
anti-smoking activist. Is this someone? Is this the toilet man? Who's this?
No, Kyle W. Tomlinson is pretending to be his younger brother, and he bullies him on Twitter.
So this is basically like a Chris Chan situation, like where everyone's pretending to be different people in the Chris Chan universe, kind of, to fuck with him.
Okay, just to give you a taste, since, like I said, this is way too long of a lolcow topic, but there is Patrick S. Toiletson. There's Patrick S. Liverson, where somebody pretends to be his liver dying from alcoholism. There's Patrick S. Heart Attack, Patrick S. Wet Brain or something like that. Like, people pretend to be his organs on Twitter and troll him with it. And he engages with them, which makes people do it more.
Yeah, I mean, that's if you just don't respond to them, they will get bored. But that's what makes a lolcow, the inability in pulling yourself away, basically, I think.
The inability to pull yourself away and respond to everything. Everything.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I just haven't seen how this could be a number one yet, but I guess you'll come back prepared next time to convince me that your choice is correct. But for now, I'm going to say no. I think the other guy was better.
Well, Shane is one of this guy's orbiters, basically just defending him on Twitter. But yeah, Shane and Patrick are my top two lolcows, I guess. I don't really have a third.
Fair enough.
DSP. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. That's going to do it for this week's episode. We're going to run off over to do the After Dark because we've still got to do that, which you can, if you want to come listen to the After Dark, official.men or patreon.com/theofficialpodcast. Official.men, you get a 7-day free trial if you go join up there. It's the best way to support us. We really do appreciate the support. You get ad-free early access to all of our shows, including the official podcast, Criminally Stupid, Red Thread, as well as anything else we do. Like I was saying the other week, Jordan, myself, and Connor are all putting out a kind of like a bad movie watch-along series where we watch two bad movies and pit them up against each other. So you can go watch that over at those sites exclusively right now. And like I was saying at the start of the episode, Criminally Stupid is available over there. You get 6 weeks of early access. So there's 6 weeks for now. Well, no, forever, basically, because we've got a 6-week lead. So if we keep putting out weekly episodes, it's always just going to remain 6 weeks of early access, the newest episodes. So 6 weeks early access. Go check it out. You've got a bunch of episodes to listen to if you like Criminally Stupid.
I will prep for my Patrick episode. My wife literally just messaged me saying, "You're not doing him justice. Stop."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. It'll be worth it.
All right, we're going over to After Dark. Join us. Sign up. It really does help out the most. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time with Andrew.
Bye.